People who don't believe in God, what that tells me is you probably haven't been through anything in life.
Oh, whew. The weakest people don't believe in God. God damn. I must be weak as fuck then, right? Let's break this shit down, I guess. Alright, so I'm gonna start from the beginning. From the time I was a child, right? I was forced into the church, forced to believe in a religion I didn't understand, forced to read a book, forced to pray, forced to do a lot of things. And I had to do these things and not question it because it was against moral code to question God. And that very thing alone made me do some supreme research on this shit. And boy, I'm glad I did. What brought me to that breaking point is I did used to read that book a lot. I did. But I also did research outside of it. But let's get into the real world things first. From the time I was a child until my, I'll say, early 20s, I used to pray all the time. I used to ask for help all the time. There was some moments I was at my lowest, afraid it might be my last day. Guess who I called out to? God. Called out to God for a lot of things. And was that entity there for most of it? No. Is that the reason I don't believe? No. The reality is this, and I understand this clearly. That entity is man-made. That religion is man-made. And I'm not believing or following anything blindly that was man-made. I've been broke, homeless, let me think, tortured, M-word, a lot of things. I'm not gonna say the details of it and shit like that. I've been a lot of things. But the person that got themselves out of that situation was me. There was no God. You wanna know why? Because everything that you need on this earth is already within. Even like y'all say, right? We're made in God's image. So, given that information and that fact, what does that make us? Even the book give you those answers. Y'all just choose to continue to believe it's something outside of yourself that will give you those answers and the solution to those problems. So, anybody that want to unfollow me after this, cool. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. My decision is made. I'm glad I went through this journey. I am the most free as I've ever been, the most peaceful I've ever been, because I don't feel shackled to a blind belief. that I know do not exist. I know for a fact it doesn't exist. Y'all can come in my comments, quote scriptures, all that shit, all you want to. Don't work. I know the scripture better than you. I could go bar for bar, literally. But I will also follow up with facts, real world facts. It's not my responsibility to do the research for you, because what's for me is for me, as far as the information I receive and the information I choose to utilize. So, to the idiots in the back, I know they're going to ask, so Nico, since you don't believe in God, what do you believe in? The universe. At least I know that's real, down to the ancestors. Down to the fucking ancestors. They were here. They were here. Alright? And that's the far as I need to go on that information. Yeah, I can tap into more and enlighten you even more. But what's for me is for me. What I believe in is what I believe in. And what you believe in is what you believe in. I'm not getting on here to disrespect anybody else's belief. Some people need it. That's all some people have. Cool. I'm just giving you my facts and my beliefs. So if you hate me for exercising my individuality, which is my strong suit, fuck you. Last but not fucking least, this is why I gotta peel the layers back, take the gloves off, all that shit. The puny man says people that don't believe in a man-made God are the weakest people. Let's dive into that. You know that situation that you're currently going through, right? The situation that's so difficult and it's bothering you every day. You don't know how the fuck you're gonna get out of it. And you're calling, you're praying, you're asking God like, hey, I need your help. I'm crying, I'm calling out to you. I really need you to fix this for me. I really want y'all to think of this. Whose situation is that? Your situation, right? And who are you calling on to get you out of that situation? Something outside of yourself, right? Sky Daddy, right? How is that working out for you? How is that working out for you? And think about the past thousands of other situations you may have possibly been through. So, when you get out of that situation, I want you to really think, who got themselves out of that situation? Who buckled the fuck down and got themselves out of that situation? As far as being weak, if it was 500 of you motherfuckers in front of me today, I will show all 500 of you motherfuckers that your arms are too short to box with God. Have a good motherfucking day. Part 2 coming, motherfuckers. Hooray.